Alrighty guys, it's been a while since I did a video. Excuse this crying young individual here. You see I'm in his room, his domain, so he thinks that things can go his way, but he forgets who's the adult and who's the child. But as you see, I started off with the magic clips, cordless magic clips all the way closed, doing a little drop fade. Trying to get him to stop moving so he won't mess my initial guideline up. I want the levels to be nice, but he eventually will stop after I give him his cup. After I do that, I'll take my Andy Slimline Pro. I'll scoop almost all the way up to the line, but just leaving little stubbles under it to create that nice balded effect. And I'll do that. And I'll just be showing this one side of the head. I mean, as a barber, you know, with kids, the attention span is probably about 2 minutes, man. Fortunately, he's in his room. Got this man watching some Alvin and the Chipmunks. But moving on, I have my wall seniors all the way open, creating the second guideline. You see he's sipping on that juice, watching that television show. They don't understand the advantage of having a barber at this age yet, but you know, once he does, he'll be glad. At this point, as you see me angling the clipper, using those last couple of teeth on the left-hand side of the blade, only because the hair at the back of his neck grows in a different direction, so you want to make sure that it doesn't get cut in the wrong direction to look like a broad spot. Moving along, I'll grab my Oster Fast Feeds. I'll open them all the way up, and I will create my my third guideline. Normally what you want to do is comb or brush and fade right after you pretty much cut some hair off so you can see what you're working with. Me, I like seeing the fade. That's why I'm going by levels. It's much easier to see the fade. But as you see, I'll cut one and I'll also brush one. So yeah, and right now I'm angling the clipper again and brushing, and angling the clipper again and brushing. I'm fading it to the top of his hair. So you'll actually see me go up a guard or two after this to create a graduated faded effect in his head. But the second or third guideline is created the first, which was with the what? Magic clip all the way closed. The second, do you remember? I'll tell you. Wall senior all the way open. The third, Oster Fast Feed, one guard on there all the way open. Next, I'll take the wall senior 1.5 guard and just flick at that last little guideline that I kind of created with that one, and flick it to the point where it's actually blended into the top of the hair. Doesn't have too much at the top, but you want to give it a blended effect. You want to manipulate the hairs, right? Just pay attention. Brushing and brushing and brushing to see the fade. I'll just continue to take my 1.5 guard and just fade up into that hair. You want everything blended, and you don't want any bulk sticking out in the haircut, because what that is a flaw that someone else will call out like, hey man, uh, he could have did better on this part, or he could have did this better, or you don't even want to give people the opportunity to do. My suggestion would just be to eliminate any flaw that you would see out of the picture. Now what I did is I took my Oster Fast Feed with the zero guard from Andis, and I'm just taking that level of that one, and I'm blending into it with the zero. I started it off with the zero closed all the way. Now I work my way to the bottom. I don't. Sometimes I go from bottom to top, but this fade I did from bottom. I mean, from top to bottom. Well, kind of like from bottom to top and then top to bottom. So it just helps me see it gradually come together. I love it. But yeah, as I move up until that 1.5 kind of one area, I'm just making sure that I open my lever all the way up, because I don't want to make that level or bring the fade higher than what I've already, done. So as you see, I'm using the corner of that blade, and as you see, the fade is actually coming together as well. So just pay attention. And afterwards, what I'll do, I think I took my I took my Walsh Seniors, I closed them. Actually, I opened them up just a tad bit under all the way closed, just because of the fact I had already created my initial guideline with the magic clip, cordless magic clips, excuse me, all the way closed. So I opened it just a tad bit and just started scooping at that bottom line that I created. So I'll brush it. And as I move up, right where I started with that zero all the way closed on that Oster Fast Feed, I'll open the lever. Okay, you want to play with that lever. You don't want to move higher than the actual. The reason why I create levels is because you get a idea of where you originally left off. And you don't want to go higher than where you originally left off, because then guess what you can do? You can bring that fade up higher, and it can also look a little messed up. As you see, I'm using that corner of the blade to just nitpick and just pretty much ace out the fade, and that fade is just looking tremendous now. Just look at it, it's blurry and it's coming together. Just using the corner of that blade to hit the dark hairs. I'm not going too high up until my 1.5, one area. It's really coming together, and I definitely appreciated them for sitting still after I gave him what he wanted. With kids, you gotta give them what they want in order for them to do what you want. But as of right now, I think I took my one or the zero. And I'm just nitpicking. That should be the one though, because that is the one area, or the 1.5 area. And I opened it all the way up, just scooping and trying to get that blend A1 perfect, because I know what I like to see. But yeah, guys, I won't show the lining. I mean, oh gosh, I had to do a lot of twisting and turning for this. I'm in this room, but thank you for watching. Deuces.